100% fortify. A Hulk onto a Doomfist is as good as a depth sentence for him a lot of the time. Good start though, Twilight there really gets worked up with that biotic grenade early. In a very safe position to put out a lot of healing. Once Bumper gets in there, it's like the cat amongst the pigeons. Not much Chengdu could really do. Yeah, that's why it's so crazy. For 12 less games here this season. 13, Evil Target's hacked. Chengdu Hunters really just want to turtle up around his bunker. Haksal was knocked down. Mutual knockdown between the bricks. That was a huge seismic slam. 3 or 4 individuals knocked up by that one. Haksal now is using his melee. Just a bop of point where the Hunters are just planted there. Twilight desperately trying to keep Haksal alive. The bumper minefield kill on Akio. Things aren't looking great now for the Chengdu Hunters. It's 90% once they regain this point, and they'll be counting. Young Xiaolong now going to be given even more resources in this fight though. Nano boost now on towards that Zaya, but Haksal, he's angry, and he's got a nano boost of his own sound barrier to keep it a bit more durable, taking a lot of damage, but now he's found Kyo in the background, doesn't land the seismic slam, doesn't land the punch either, but the rest of his team are doing all the work that needs to be done. Overtime now, Amon drops back in on the wrecking ball, while Haksal trying to get burst damage, and that'll get the job done. Haksal,
at least it's consistent, right? So Bumper's gonna get dove in the back line.
Oh, yes.
Dead, yeah.
Hubris that name is Bumper. Haksal also was hacked there, so he's in a very compromising position here. The Chengdu Hunters.
So it seems like Bumper, will play ball when they want to run like ball diva.
Haksal just trying to reposition here, maybe looking for Tussle Blast. Amon beat Janu. Blood by the Hunter. Bumper also going to go down there. Amon just gunning him down by the looks of things. Haksal behind the pillar. Eliminated.
Now, when do you switch off of this if you're the Titans? Yeah, it has not worked thus far, as you may be able to make something out of this though. Twilight with a nano boost.
Remaining control of the point here. Pulse bomb attempted there by Bumper. Johnny's going to get the bind kill on towards Kyo though, with Elsa also having his mech taken down. The Titans are in good shape here. They're going to move to the point now. Haksal comes in with a barrage. Amon trying to pressure the airborne Haksal. Haksal is looking for mercy. Solmin Su from the ground as well, getting a couple. And well, the Vancouver Titans get back in. It's been pretty messy, but they haven't switched really. Back away, Twilight could be in trouble. Jinmu's going hunting. It's actually Evil Tile to take the kill. Kanush's Blaster, he loves to pull that pistol out. Solmin Su uncovered by Jinmu right in front of him. It's an easy kill for the Farah. And now Elsa is just going to control any sort of egress towards the point. Make sure that the Titans can't just drop in there and get an easy overtime. They are a long way away from this one. Who's going to get there? Maybe it's Bumper to trigger it. Touch, no! Oh, no! Oh, he's smiling, Bumper, smiling. Amon is not.
Biotic grenades and sleep against this type of comp as well. And then also some help trying to get that far out of the sky.
Jinmu opted out of the Farah duel there just to focus on things on the ground. Now to pick off Janu. And the Vancouver Titans are playing composition very similar to Chengdu, but they just look much more split when they play it. It could be a matter of being less experienced at it, but it's not looking great. And if they don't switch, it could be a map that they throw away. He's hacked again though, keeping him up. Nano boost on Bumper, they're trying to keep him alive. Evil Tile onto Slime. The Widow battle. Evil Tile potentially the deadliest mercy in the league right now. Kyo going to go for the Transcendence on the point. Ridiculous. Haksal dead to a headshot to Kanush's Blaster. Battle Mercy, spread your wings.
Let's take a look at this. Why not?
Look at this guy.
If your Farah can't get the job done, do it yourself.
Slime's running around like a headless chook.
Yeah, look, he goes back with the other one. Why not?
Haksal is freaking out right now.
Haksal don't want none of that. He's bothered.
From done. Looking for Slime now. One more rocket would have done the job. He could even have gone for a barrage to follow up with a pile driver. Didn't think it was necessary. Twilight, he missed his sleep dart. Jinmu now going to try and turn his head, but as long range and Slime fancies a little bit of revenge. 99-0 right now. The Chengdu Hunters is still in charge. So Su onto the point. EMP was actually knocked onto the point. So we got a Young Xiaolong and Amon. Bumper there trying to stay alive, and that was a very underwhelming barrage from Haksal. The Chengdu Hunters, they punish the Titans. We're trying to play their game. No one does it like the Hunters, and they want the world to know.
And this series looks like, with this first map going in the way of the Hunters, could be a long night here for Vancouver. with the break shield and also the flashbang. There you decide to punish him with neither.
That was wishful thinking from YXL there.
Yeah, so now
oh no!
You're all stuck in the corner.
Oh no!
The conversation is good though. Hey, this is not a bad fight at all.
I don't want to be here!
Yeah, but for the Hunters, like if they invest 2 really impactful ultimates here. I mean, the Hunters, they use Rally here. I mean, they're just so far in, though, the Hunters. They kind of have to fight. As that sound barrier goes down, you would like to be in position to back up.
Okay, Bumper. 37 health. I don't know if he's going to get away with this. Yeah, he knows it. He's going to jump on in there and let it be done. 1 tick of permanent progress and counting for the Chengdu Hunters. Well, that's to the ground. That's where he's at risk. Oh, EMP. Oh, there it is, 2! Simon 2 go down to the Deadeye. Young Long bided his time perfectly. Still, they need to get a couple of nails in this coffin. Who's got the hot hand? Flashbang. Young Long connects Bumper out of nowhere with the charge kill and the finish on Kyo. Gets himself a nano boost for that extra damage. It looks so good for Chengdu, but it always kind of does. The EMP, pretty straightforward. A lot of people caught by that one. They saw Bumper followed it up with the Earth Shatter. A lot of CC has been applied here, and they just need to follow it up. Bumper's not going to get to be in this fight much longer. But, having charged against the wall, there won't be much left for him to get through.
Yourself on the way in.
Jalong now, it's his time to shine. Slide still gets the sound barrier though.
They get it all off.
Yeah, Transcendence for the Chengdu Hunters. Kyo got that one back pretty quickly, but there it is. 6 are caught! And Bumper charges straight on in.
Bro, you can layer these support ults if you're the Titans, because you know that you're going to get them back. Or you know that there's no push coming after it.
The Hunters have to go fast. Push in now. Elsa tries to catch Janu inside a Graviton Surge, but he got a bonus. Twilight was caught on the top side, and the Discord Orb makes it easy to follow up onto the Janu, who was already caught in the grab. Haxal, Elsa trying to finish him off with the AoE blast aimed at his feet around the shield as it tapers to a point.
They should be able to contest this.
What Jimmy gets a stun. Oh, Haxal can't touch. And the Hunters end up finishing the map there. Not a lot.
Can you get anything for it?
Now, how can he peel for this?
Oh, this is nice.
Bumper. He's got himself with a cookie jar, but a perfect slate down. That's going to save them. Kyo gets it. Bumper is able to get back, but he's very low, and he won't be allowed to get away with it. What a save!
That was such a sick setup there as well from the Titans. They get a hack onto Young Long, so he can't actually use his grapple to get away. That also puts Diana Kyo in a tough spot. And Bumper dives it with Nano, and he just gets slept.
That was right up close. Young Long just bangerang Slime's head off.
On the Widow. I mean, look at this. Now they have to use Primal again. They're quite weak. Primal's going to be impactful, though. I mean,
yeah, once they start to break this composition down, and Primal is a big part of it. So
Chengdu 2 in the back.
Can the Hunters hang on? They only have a Mercy for healing right now. That's it. Young Long could use some of that healing. EMP connects. He got 3 for that one. Kyo down. A Dragon Blade. Axel brings it to bear. And what a fitting way to end the fight.
It was just a matter of time, right? He connects a 2. He probably doesn't expect to get the 3rd. The Hunters are not done with this.
Iman didn't get to touch the ground, though. The hack on the ball in midair. There was not going to be a pile driver. Trying to get a couple more kills before he's done. Oh, this is not good. Evil Tail's been stacking out. He's not going to spawn for another 3 seconds. The Bumper's already on the point. This is a disaster for the Hunters.
What?
Bumper moved on here.
They have some ults, though. They can bring this back to Hunters.
Twilight got hacked there manually. Dominsu getting close to an EMP. This is going to be a bomb. It doesn't really do much. Barrage from Jindu gets eaten up. He sends it straight into a defense matrix. There's the pick. Bumper straight on into the point now. Going to have to hide around the corner, but he's hacked. He can't do much there. Haxal now to step up. He's actually close to yet another Dragon Blade. He might just go for it here with the EMP to back it up. It's time to bring the steel out. Minefield over on the point, but Jana catches Amon. And now the Vancouver Titans just sit here. They're happy with this one. The Chengdu ones have taken it, and they've flushed it down the dunny.
Revenge for the Titans, but against 18-0, you got to play the percentages.
Absolutely. Speed boost here onto the point for the Hunters. They're looking for Bumper, ideally, if they can see the Winston stun him up early.
Oh, that is such a huge biotic grenade. It's like 4 players just cannot receive any healing.
Turns out McCree dies pretty fast when he can't pocket him.
It's going to be close.
It was held.
Barely.
All right, there's the touch. Evil Tile went down though, so the Hunters have to do it with only 5 players. That is probably about the end of the line for the Hunters. They got 1 tick and they'll have to be happy with that. They might have let this one get away with him. And it wasn't on this round, it was the one prior where they really messed up.
They don't get back to the game that easy.
Check this out. This wasn't the last push. So things were already bad for the Hunters as it was. Yo. Nice flashbang. Hit the wall, nerd. See you later. That's nasty, and then obviously the bio gets thrown in there. Everyone's up here though. Look at Johnny, he's trying to contest. Oh, he's in trouble. De-suited there. Coalescence coming out a little bit too late in the day from Twilight now. What can they do with that? That Diva Mac, Jinmu's going to go in for the barrage, but the healing is there. Twilight going to give him the slap. Bionic Grasp. Going to take down Jinmu. Huxel helping out there as well. He had a swing in it. Young Xiaolong, Evil Tile both down the Vancouver Titans. They busted through this fight. They brought the Reinhardt against the DPS heavy composition, and that'll get it done.
Bumper charges a nano boost at Elsa off the side. Titans able to tie it up here, taking map number 2.
Oh yeah, they don't know. You know what you did, Bumper. Yeah, you know. The Titans now feeling good at 1-1. In all honesty, they probably should have won that first map as well, but we head into half-time at a tied game.
They just need to force all the Titans, all the Hunters need to do is just force the Titans into these like difficult positions to fight out of. A lot of diveable positions for the Hunters here. It's like if they can force them in a cafe or even back into that right alleyway. See, now the Titans are trying to push their way out, but it's so difficult. There's so much poke damage.
Now, I get the idea. They tried to collapse on an individual player, man. It looked really good, and now with their spawn proximity, they're actually in a position to defend this. I thought they put themselves at Jinmu's mercy by, you know, funneling into a small room to chase a kill.
It's a cost too much, though. It's a cost to defend this too much.
All right. On to a 4-stop. 2 ticks now. Jinmu, hey, slap.
Where is the EMP?
Trying to go there for, is the EMP connecting here and not quite in time. I mean, yeah, if we had an EMP early, Jinmu wouldn't have been slept, but they still get the point. And the Vancouver Titans were still fighting for it up as they lost it. But Chengdu and Ivatal have gone deep for that bumper down. Also getting rid of him now, and Solmitsu not too far by Nano Sombra. Okay, anyone gets taken down by Huxal has done a lot of work here, and Kyo's in deep trouble. Vancouver Titans now with a player advantage to move forward, and the Hunters don't have the room to get good use out of the Widowmaker here.
Alizana seems to be quite the answer for some teams against Summer. Big EMP coming through though.
Yep, Huxal low, and finally picked off there by Elsa as he pops his head back over the edge. Chengdu attempted barrage. Good use of physical cover there by Janu, but he still loses his mech at the end of the day, and Kyo will chase it up. The Vancouver Titans are looking a bit better on this part of the map than they did back in stage 1 map, but eventually they will still have to succumb and leave 3 minutes of time on Chengdu's clock, and here's the switch. Elsa, do you have a translocator? Oh, we tried to get away! I don't think he's gonna make it though. Bumper now, starting to juggle, and it will be the translocator, but he knew where he was gonna be. Catches him with a backswing. And yeah, for Reinhardt, it's pretty tough. He likes to defend his team. Primal Rage makes that very difficult.
Bumper's gonna go switch. He's just trying to kite this, wait for the armor to wear out. Gonna back around the corner.
Jalon lets it go, trying to
nice hack on the bumper.
EMP now being used. Bumper just trying to hide in that little corner there with Huxal going down. The self-destruct might just be a pressure relief foul.
Oh!
And three! Jadu comes up with the answer, and it's Emong and Evil Tile to go down there. Young Xiaolong.
We gotta see this from Slime's POV. He launches the self-destruct towards the middle. Let's take a look at this. He comes through this side room, I believe, and hits a boot. We can take a look. Yup, knocks all 3 into the self-destruct. Such a sick play from the Lucio.
Translocator thrown there for Elsa, but he needs to go forward, not back, and his Transcendence. Young Xiaolong has to pave the way with some damage here, but Bumper doesn't seem to be too bothered. Good shield bash though to claim him. He's taken down. Huxal needs to shield up. He was busy swinging. Young Xiaolong taken down by the self-destruct, and Slime just trying to keep things going over the top of the payload. Janu as well. He's taken a lot of damage, and Slime's going to come back in now. Try and keep this stalled out. Janu playing from the right side, Slime from the left. Chase down into his spawn, and there's an EMP now for Elsa. This should end things. Janu pushed back. Everyone for the Titans on the payload is hacked. Bumper tries to get there. Huxal can't do too much when he doesn't have his abilities. Elsa
coming back with the grab.
Very good. Hack target. Bumper staying alive. There's the Graviton Surge, and the Hunters will push home.
But you know, man, when Bumper gets the nano boost, he doesn't push up. This comp, like, playing Ash is pretty strong against
Jinmu! Oh! Twilight trapped! What a turnaround! Jinmu lives! Twilight goes down, and Young Xiaolong brought back to life. And the Hunters win out in that trade. Young Jialong now feeling lucky, as he should be. Sat behind Amon's shield, but he needs to be careful. That won't last forever. Amon's waiting for another one currently. Young Jialong moves to natural cover. Solminsu taken down at range by Kyo, and that's the headshot on Slime.
That's what Ash really is so strong at. Like,
He tries to approach. Supercharger thrown down. Whoa, disappeared awfully fast. Bob now being called in. Johnny down to the high ground, and Haksal gets taken down. Young Jialong and Farah. Endangered species against the Ash. So like the amount of pressure that Bob is able to put on someone like Buff, though, he doesn't have a lot of damage mitigation outside of his own barrier.
It's just annoying damage.
Evil Talon, a self-destruct here for Elsa is going to be good because that EMP is going to hurt. Oh, it hurts!
They're not going to be able to.
Someone's able to clean them up there. Great composition. Another example of Chengdu trying something kind of wacky on the first point of a map and getting 3.5 minutes of hold time out of it. That's really going to matter coming towards the end of this map. Elsa throws it in, yeah. Oh, he actually throws it defensively. So he actually throws it backwards towards his team. Haksal, though, takes that moment to jump on him now. He's going to have the Dragon Blade. Haksal with 3 already in this fight. 2 of those without the blade, no less. Really get that early damage. At least Sombri's getting it out. Here's the blade. Oh, they're all tied together. Haksal, 2 for 1. We take that deal any day of the week.
I guess for me, like, the damage is just so low without a hero like McCree for this comp. Like, you can play the Reinhardt with the Zarya and the Sombra just because, like, the Zarya itself for DMP. Yeah,
go for the time extension so they have a chance to attack. Okay, EMP on towards
too far.
Slime and Janu. Oh, I don't think we're going to get there, Matt.
No.
Anyone else to get taken down. Young Jialong, he's so far away. Okay, that's an ambitious shatter. Jinmu just had the shield up. Comfortably able to avoid that one. Young Jialong is down for the Titans. No, they finish the match with 1:24 on the clock. Oh, that's not a good sign for the Chengdu Hunters now. Vancouver, fight. Yeah, come up here, bro. Yeah, let's have words. No worries. I got time. Oh, no, they're not going to get away. They think they're safe. Jinmu. Very well behaved, and actually get rid of Jinmu while he was using the tire. Jana gets desuited, but Jinmu's brought back to life. The Titans have to apply pressure now. They've only got 29 seconds left, but Amon has been taken down. It doesn't matter though, because the damage is good. Young Jialong and Jinmu are there, but then they're taken down in an instant. They disappear. The Titans, or should I say Bumper, just clicked his fingers and they faded away. Now it's just Elsa sat on the point. Evil Tal, Slime trying to zone the healers away from this fight. The self-destruct's going to be thrown down now. Elsa gets nothing for it. Amon returns on the wrecking ball, but he's knocked off course as he tries to go for the pile driver. Janu now returns. He asserts himself. Vancouver have positioning on the point, but it's still being contested for the time being. Jinmu gets hit by a body grenade though. Twilight going down, and Jinmu's punch is the trade. They need more than that, the Hunters. Much more. Bob going to be used in the small hole here. Young Jialong not going to win out in that trade. But Elsa and Amon are on the point. 2 very bulky bodies now contesting, but Janu's found 2 in the backside. Over the top is Evil Tal. He's chasing Amon, but he won't get there. And now it's Elsa and Amon. They have to hang on. They have to survive. Haksal to chase. Elsa desuited. Pile driver now going to knock Amon up into the air as well. And it's the last hope over the top. It's Jinmu. He has to get some kills. He has to try and buy some time. But there's the ticks. Young Jialong trying to make his way in. It's not going to be enough. What an intense attacking side, the Titans. It almost went wrong when that Riptide connected, but they stay in there and they take away Hollywood.
And that is so close as the Titans barely sneak out a win there.
Twilight getting knocked back into his own spawn here. This is pretty standard though. Chengdu had to find a kill. It's a matter of time. Otherwise, until the Titans run you over, they spawn so close. They return to the fight so quick. And spawns aren't even really required here. Stagger on Lei Young. Oh dear. Can't sign. He's looking for a shadow. Oh, he's got it. Connection there on towards Kyo and Elsa. 2 very important targets. Getting the Sombra with that shadow, that is just monumental.
And I think the worst part, like the absolute worst part here for the Hunters, is that they don't use EMP. Just gonna get taken out. EMP right after the grab.
That hurts. Bloody grenade. Solminsu, Bumper, Haksal all knocked down here. And EMP now back from the Chengdu Hunters. They are able to repel. Not much the Titans are really going to be able to do here. So maybe we spoke a little too soon. A better start from the Titans here, but they have to get past. Look, they have to get past this. It doesn't get any easier for attackers. Despite being airborne, was able to protect his team from getting shattered. Oh, that one, the crackback is always more painful. Immortal and Elsa both taken down by the charge. One of them obviously just inside the hitbox. They take some damage, won't get charged themselves, just knocked away. The Titans break through there, and that was just fantastic from Bumper. You can almost tell when he's looking for it, because he will actually have his camera at a different angle than where his shield is. Fighting grenade on Bumper and Haxel. Caught inside the grab as well. Not a great combo for the Titans to deal with. For the Hunters, that was fantastic. It's the second time they pulled that off.
Oh, Nano Boost goes on the Bumper.
Yeah, Fire Strike. Evil Tile going to get taken down there. Bumper's going to be able to swing here. Maybe not the best idea. Going to get Earth Shatter, but the damage mitigation from the Nano Boost is fine. And actually, really, it's just Jichirin that looks like he used that ultimate kind of frivolously.
But who's following up on that grab up on the high ground? It's a tank. Sorry, it's a much different hero in this meta. As there'll be a grab that comes through. Sylvan Soul will have to touch a card.
Bumper charging through, catches Elsa there, Sobra out of the picture. 4v5. Bumper now would be going down, that would be bad. It's 5v3, the trade is there, at least sound barrier for the Chengdu Hunters. And Solomon Su was trying to get the cut a little bit further. But the rest of the Vancouver Titans may just be too far away. A nice little screen play from Chengdu. Yeah, let's see what happens here. That is a Bardic Grenade that really can't be blocked. Chichirin didn't have a shield up. The rest of his team were too busy just trying to maneuver themselves. The Ram would cover over that damage and heal up eventually. Where is that TP going?
They're trying to like TP behind them to the left.
Yeah, and set up a bunker maybe, punish them. Maybe they're trying to set up a TP to have someone switch to Bastion because they're so close to spawn. Mitigate some damage. Look at it, you just step around the shield.
What damage do you mitigate? When the wall comes through, they just back up.
Okay, so it will force the Titans to give them some space. Maybe that's what they wanted. Here's the Graviton Surge though, and this is about to get nasty. And I'm still unconvinced. Look at him,
Yeah,
stone cold.
Late Young's still asleep here. He gets staggered out now.
Oh, there's no chance then.
I mean, he may not even get used to this EMP.
It is overmatched.
EMP Prime?
Surely not. No, come on, Elsa gonna struggle here. Primal Rage. Nice EMP, you do like to see it. Kyo might come from the backside, throw a Bardic Grenade, only really connects on towards Bumper. And yet another wacky series here. The Evil Tile still trying to keep these alive. No, come on, Bumper shields that one up. Gonna have to get up early in the morning to get the better of a team like that. Another installment in the wackiest matchup of all time. And again, it's gonna be the Vancouver Titans who take the winning honors. This time, 3-1 as Havana. So the Chengdu Hunters try so very hard to make an odd strategy work. I hope it was worth it. So the player of the match presented by Omen by HP. It's your boy Slime. I'm thinking back to that self-destruct kill set up on the boot. So sick.
I mean, he was phenomenal with the displacement, also being able to use the speed boost to get them out of trouble in certain scenarios with all the damage dealers. Very difficult to do, and also being able to land sound barrier outside of the EMP. I thought Slime was very strong today.
Yeah, just incredible performance over the board. And look, he's a character I really want to get to showcase a lot more, because some of the stuff gets lost in translation. But when you got, you know, someone like Matt up here who can put it out, if you can see it, of course, at home on, you know, on the viewer. If you get yourself the all-access pass, you can watch him in person. Fantastic performance across the board. 15 deaths for that entire series. Fantastic job from him, and fantastic overall from the Vancouver Titans.